Okay, so I am going to open up the xCloud and we're going to take a look inside there. Now, as for my cold room, that door is closed, so that means that raccoon is just underneath the steps somewhere. I have to go through this every year, alright? Just because it's a fact of life. So, you can see what's going on here. I have to scrub that down. So it's time to start some seeds outside here pretty soon, right? Now, there's going to be a raccoon in here. It's going to be in there somewhere. You see? I'm suspicious. Look. This tells me something's been inside. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a rat. Look this. And if they're in that freaking corner, oh my god. And of course, I can't see like I used to. See, this plastic here is the better plastic. Where's my hand? There's my hand. Oh my lord, can't see nothing with this, hold on a minute. Okay. This is the better plastic, the old stuff that they used to make. This is the original stuff when I moved into this house and it was already old. So, this is suspicious, unless this is wind, which I highly doubt it, because this room doesn't really blow around. But clearly something's been knocking shit around. You can see, climbing in and out. I go through this crap every fucking year. Oops, sorry, every boo-boo year. Every boo-boo year. Look at this, knocking everything. I wouldn't be surprised. And the way I find out is I take a stick and I start poking around. And if it growls back at me, then I know. Right? Good luck trying to, oh boy, get it out. It'll be time to start doing weed whacking and stuff here pretty soon. Yeah, something's been knocking shit around, so hold on. And sometimes the cats, because you know, this is not foolproof, right? You know, it looks like they got up from that corner over there, up in there, pushed whatever. It could be cats. See how I have to do this? Because they like their little cubbies, right? So there might be one underneath in the back. So far I haven't heard anything yet. Right? And of course I can't see. Right? That makes it a little more fickle. Look at this. Andre and Jude can play with these. I have to find the sticks for them. Okay, I'm not going to get discouraged here, right? What I want to know is if there's one in there. I don't think so. I don't think so, people. They're small, right? But then you see, no, could be in here. Right? Oh boy. You do something with this stuff this year outside in the front. Take the drums out. Do something. The bells are right here. See that bin? There's two bins up there. See? I know one is full of bills. So it will be jing 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 in the yard. Anyway, it doesn't seem like there's any raccoons in here. Unless it's on the bottom. Maybe in the bottom. See, there's a little cubby in here. I can take out the painting easels in the front. That would be fun for. I'm afraid to stick my hand in here at this point. Nothing growling. I don't know if it's on this side. It would growl. Right. So now that I'm in here, I'll work on see, getting the seeds ready. Right. Hold on. Okay, I think it's working. So this is the crud that I go through every year. So don't think that I like this stuff, because I don't. Okay? Right? But I have to say, I've been happy to have the X Club all these years. It's starting to look kind of nice too, right? And seriously, this stuff is the stuff you want, but they don't make it anymore. Instead, they make this cheap plastic, which flies off in the wind, snaps, crackles, and it's just terrible. But for the most part, what I did last year, trying to piece in that stuff, it wasn't so bad, right? So now I'm just clearing off the porch. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, try doing this. Literally. There's a fucking, oh sorry, boo-boo blind woman. Okay? Unlike what other people may think in terms of this is garbage, when in fact we know I need it. For Mari. Right? So what's going to happen now is what's happening to the camera? Then I get this shit in my eyes. Alicia's finding out what it means to be a mom. She said, Mom, I didn't realize you did all the shit that you did. I'm like, yeah. Right? And she's having to do it now. I said, you're just getting started. I said, you better get used to it. She asked me if I ever really got sick in terms of like puking flus and all that shit. Well, she knows I didn't. I had two puking flus in 30 years. Well, everybody else gets them. Right? The last one I had was when, before Uncle John was medically kidnapped. Because of that Surrey flu that they had. It started killing off everybody. So what's going to happen now is... I'm going to bring these inside. I'm going to find a spot for them so they can dry. Okay? I don't know. Is this thing on? This screen is no good. I can't tell. I can't even tell with my glasses on. Again, the only reason I can do this stuff is because I've done it so many times already. So, I don't know. I don't even know if this is on. Yeah. So, almost done the porch. I told Andre I'm just doing the porch. And then I'm going to let these dry. And then take a little bit of a sandpaper to them. Right? And then I'm going to paint them. And then I'm going to, I don't know, use them for Amari. The problem is I don't really have a place to store them. I won't need them all, but at some point I'm going to need them, so I don't know. Anyway, these things have been holding up pretty good all these, I mean, they've been out here for over a year on the porch, and they're still pretty sturdy. You've seen me, right? So once they dry, and then like I said, just sand it a little bit, paint it, and it's good. So now I'll just finish up this and wash this down, right? Get this ready, so next time I come out and it's nice, I can bring Amari out. Hold on. So, all in all, this room is held up really good all these years, people. Do you know it's been the X Club that held up this roof? Because I put these shelves in here and whatever, and right? It's the only reason, right? Because the post that holds up this porch is rotting out. That's what I have to repair, right? So what I'm doing, because it's actually quite nice and dry in here, and there was absolutely no mold smell. Nope, a little bit of that algae from the floor. I smelt it, but no mold, absolutely none. No mildew, absolutely none. Because it didn't leak very much, because I put that old crap in between, and it barely leaked this year. Barely leaked. In terms of all over everything, right? Like the drum wasn't even like, yeah, like it's nice. So I put those crib things right here so they can get a good dry on. And then at some point I will sand it to quick sand, paint it, and then start using it in certain areas for Amari, right? Like I don't know. He's getting stronger, and he's like just stronger, period, all the way around. Right? So, that's why I've kept them. But the only thing is I have no place really to store them. That's why they were outside there on the elements. But the wood itself is pretty good. So once these dry out, they're like pretty solid. Like nothing, like considering everything, they held up over the elements really, really good. So even if I put them in here next year, assuming that I'm here, after I finish them, I could do that. More than likely, and then just, maybe tarp it up or something and just use what I need as I need it. Right? And then I still got this. Now, the next step is, this is good enough for now. So what I gotta do is I just gonna take this tarp. This is the the wood from the front that I'm snapping up for the boys for the rocket stove, right? I'm trying to dry that out. So I'll just tarp that up. Hopefully no animal will knock that down, because I'm not sure exactly where it leaks, you know, but not as bad as it has. And then I'll leave these here so they can dry. And then this is where I'll be planting my seeds, right? So, but that's another day. I haven't even gotten the trays yet. I haven't even started them on the inside yet. Right, and then I've got a stroller here. I don't know how much it's gonna rain, right? So I'll see if I can find a garbage bag for that and just cover it up for now in case it rains, right? But it's pretty dry. Like, this has been sitting here this whole time. There's no water, nothing in it. So I did a pretty good job considering all things said. And then I pieced in just miscellaneous pieces, and none of this got wet. I can see it's all nice and dry. All nice and dry. It's been pouring rain, whatever, drizzle, cold, and nothing smells like mold in here. There's very little water except for pulling, because that's, you know, the floor swoops, right? Because it's old, right? But other than that, I'm pretty impressed. So yeah, if I do anything out in the front for any reason, I'll bring out the easels, and I've got some tempera paint, and you know, we'll get into some of that stuff in there. And I wouldn't call this a shed. This is not a shed, people. This is the X Club / painting room / like in terms of children's painting and arts and crafts and that kind of stuff, right? And you know, Lucy the Phoenix is in there somewhere. Right? And then the little mini greenhouse, right? And then this is my buggy when I go walking with the kids to the grocery store or something. But I've been doing more bulk buying than I have been doing any of that. So I'll just put this right there for now. But I like to have it because I don't have a car anymore. So my car is just, I'm gonna do something with this car. If this car is being completely retired. Uncle John bought me this car. I love this car. I miss this car, people. Oh, you don't know. So anyway, and then we got the chair here for Amari. Right. I have to bring this step ladder in. So almost done. And then my neighbor gave me a frog. Can you see this frog? Only I gotta find it another eye. I lost an eye. It's a little frog. Right. And I guess you burn a candle in it. So I'll put that in there for now. And then when the front yard gets a little more organized, right, then we'll do that after it's all nicely said and done. So there. Now I'm kind of ready for the kids, right? I still have to do repairs, right? I just have to brace, you know. You see, this is what held up. But you can see what's happening over the years, right? The porch. If the X Club wasn't here, people, this roof wouldn't be here. Seriously. Because it busted, this whole thing busted through the floor here. You can see. So this is what I'm saying. I have to do porch repairs. So in the next little while, my son will lift this up for me, and then we'll slide another board, right? He'll have to cut it, and we're just going to slide it right up in here because it's all wood rot. That's all it is. And there's nothing you can do about that except replace the whole porch. Right? What can you do? Nothing. It's like this all the way through. But this never fell down because of the X Club, because of what I did. Right? I built it. I built it, people. And look at this. It doesn't even move. It doesn't even move. It's solid as a rock. Still, after all these years. Smells good in here. Looks good in here. No mildew, no mold, nothing. Just a little bit of leakage. And all I used was miscellaneous old parts from back in the day from the original roof. Hey? See? That's the original roof. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. pretty cool. I love this room. I'm gonna miss it when I have to retire from it. I'll never have another X Club. Not like this. No. Thing is, people don't value stuff like this. They don't see it as junk. It's just junk. It's not junk though. I'll bring this stuff out to the front when we do something in the front. And the kids can bang drums.
Okay, people, so look at the warrior tree. It's massive. To make. Hey, now. That warrior tree is so big.
Okay. So, see? Right? We tried to put a board there before because it went right through. But just, Anyway.